Tonight, when the sun goes down, you are going to feel it. A heaviness behind the eyes, a slow pull towards stillness. You will call it tiredness. But what is actually happening inside your body is far stranger than you think. Your brain is running ancient software, written not in decades, not in centuries, but across hundreds of thousands of years of human survival. And every single night, without your permission, the sun reaches inside your skull and tells you exactly when to shut down. You never notice that sleep is not yours to control. It never was. Deep inside your brain, behind your eyes, sits a structure so small you could miss it on a scan. It is called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, the SCN. Think of it as your internal clock, roughly the size of a grain of rice containing about 20,000 neurons, governing nearly every rhythm your body runs on. Temperature, hormones, digestion, alertness, all of it timed by this tiny cluster of cells. And what does this clock run on? Light, specifically sunlight. In 1998, researchers Charles Czeisler and Richard Cronauer at Harvard discovered that your internal clock does not run on a perfect 24-hour cycle. Left in total darkness, your body drifts, defaulting to a cycle closer to 24 hours and 11 minutes. Small difference, massive consequences. Without the sun resetting your clock every morning, your sleep would slowly drift out of sync with the entire world. The sun is not just light. It is the signal your brain has been waiting for since your ancestors first opened their eyes on the savannah. The moment morning light hits your retina, specialized cells fire a direct signal to the SCN, not to the part of your brain that processes vision, directly to the clock. Within minutes, melatonin drops, cortisol rises, core body temperature climbs. Your whole system shifts from rest to alert, not because you decided to wake up, because the sun told your brain it was time. As the sun sets, the SCN detects the shift and signals the pineal gland to begin releasing melatonin. Slowly at first, then faster. Your body temperature drops. Your thoughts blur at the edges. By the time you feel ready to sleep, this process has already been running for 2 hours. The sun started it. You just felt the ending. Researcher Russell Foster at Oxford has spent decades studying how your eyes read light. His work revealed that your retina contains a third photoreceptor system, running entirely in parallel with your vision, dedicated solely to tracking the light-dark cycle. You have a second visual system inside your eyes that you never use to see anything. It exists only to watch the sun. Your ancestors needed this. For nearly all of human history, there was no artificial light after dark. When the sun set, the world went black. Fire existed, but firelight is too weak in the blue spectrum frequencies that suppress melatonin. Your body barely registered it. Sunset meant sleep. Sunrise meant movement. No alarm, no decision, just light, and the ancient clock beneath it. Then, in 1879, the light bulb broke the signal. For the first time in evolutionary history, your eyes began receiving bright blue spectrum light deep into the night. Your SCN had no way to know the difference between sunlight and a screen. It kept suppressing melatonin, kept telling your body it was still daytime, kept you awake long past the point your ancestors would have been asleep for hours. Research by Kenneth Wright at the University of Colorado found that just 1 week of camping with no artificial light shifted participants' melatonin onset earlier by nearly 2 hours, naturally realigning their sleep with the sun. No medication, no therapy, just the removal of electric light. Their bodies corrected within days. Because the system was never broken, it was just confused. So when you lie awake at midnight, buzzing despite your exhaustion, part of what you feel is the cost of overriding something that took hundreds of thousands of years to build. The screen told your clock it was noon. Your melatonin stayed low. And now you are tired but wired. A phrase that would have made no sense to any human being before artificial light existed. You live in a body designed for a world that no longer exists. A world where darkness meant rest and light meant action. And every night, even inside your climate-controlled room with its blackout curtains and sleep apps, the ancient machinery is still running. Still watching for the sun. Still waiting for the signal. Tonight, when the last light fades and that heaviness settles behind your eyes, you will call it tiredness. But now you know what it actually is. It is the sun, still reaching inside your skull after all this time, telling you exactly when to stop.